When Okoa was founded 16 years ago, we could have never imagined that it would grow into the cross-continent ministry that it is today. At the beginning, our dream was simply to rescue children and do whatever the Lord asked of us, and He's been so faithful. Throughout the years, we've stood firm in our purpose and haven't strayed from our mission. In partnership with the local church, we exist to glorify Christ through stabilizing the family unit and transforming entire communities. Today, that looks like many things, but our work is centered around 4 pillars: care for orphans and vulnerable children, making disciples, delivering quality, affordable healthcare, and pursuing justice by combating gender-based violence and human trafficking. We rescue vulnerable children and work diligently to resettle or reunify them with loving, empowered families at our residential child rescue center. Many children transition back into their family environments or are adopted by a Ugandan family. Sometimes there are cases where a child has no options and grows into adulthood under our care. We make sure those kids enter adulthood prepared to succeed. Today, we provide the highest level of true holistic care for 120 children. Another way we care for orphans and vulnerable children is through partnering with churches we have planted and pastors we have trained to help them partner with vulnerable families and their communities to offer food security, education, and weekend programs at the local church. We currently partner with 10 local churches and 500 families. Outside of Uganda's capital, there are very few services available for families of children with disabilities, and the stigma can push families to hide and neglect their children. Okoa provides practical resources and therapies to families of children with disabilities, empowering them to care for their own children and their own home through our Family and Disability Program. Right now, 65 families and their children are part of this program. Earlier this year, we opened a physiotherapy clinic that provides free physiotherapy services to children with disabilities, with the capacity to serve 180 children. It's already bringing hope, healing, and dignity to those with disabilities and their families. We provide high-quality health services to those who need it most through our House of Joy Hospital in Masaka, Uganda. Okoa believes all people should have access to a lab, trained medical professionals, and a full pharmacy to meet their needs. And we're humbled to continue growing our patient volume and reputation within the villages and greater Masaka. We also have a mobile medical clinic that sees anywhere from 500 to 1,000 people each day of operation. We strive to see the Great Commission fulfilled through sharing the gospel. Right now, over 20,000 people and 2,000 groups are meeting weekly in our Discovery Bible studies. Nearly 800 churches have been planted and are thriving. 8 indigenous missionaries have been mobilized in various nations across East Africa to preach the gospel and reach unreached people groups. And through our accredited partnership with Makerere University in Kampala, we run our Bible schools, equipping pastors and leaders in the local church. We have 120 Bible schools in operations across 9 nations. And to the glory of God, we've graduated 2,000 students and have 2,500 students currently enrolled. We work with the Ugandan government to combat human trafficking and gender-based violence in all of its forms. We also partner with the Sentinel Foundation based in North Carolina to train local law enforcement and to conduct investigations, carry out rescues, and make arrests. For short-term survivor care, we currently operate 4, soon to be 5, gender-based violence shelters. For the extended care, we shelter and rehabilitate survivors with a holistic, survivor-led, trauma-informed approach at our Tebow, Okoa, Philippi campuses, established and operated in partnership with the Tim Tebow Foundation. Looking ahead, we have amazing opportunities for growth in the coming years, and this is thanks to the work of our incredible staff. Thanks to missionaries in the field, we hope to open 25 new Bible schools and mobilize 4 new missionaries in 4 new countries by the end of 2025. And we hope to expand our reach by opening more gender-based violence shelters to continue fighting human trafficking across the entire country. Our dream is that one day, these vital services are never out of reach for those in need. An additional physiotherapy center to continue meeting the needs of disabled children and families is also within our reach. With the success of our current center, we're primed not only to open another, but duplicated success all throughout Uganda. And finally, we hope to continue our trend of successfully resettling an average of 50 children each year into loving homes. At Okoa Refuge, we do not believe any child should grow up in an institution. Therefore, we have a team of dedicated social workers who fight tirelessly to see these children get back into healthy families. At Okoa, we know we do many things, but they all work together to extend radical love and redemption, only made possible by the power of the gospel. When all of these programs work together in a community, we consistently see the gospel change people, and then we see these people respond with love for the least of these. This touches and transforms entire communities, and from there, an entire nation for Jesus. It's not an exaggeration to say that none of this impact is possible without the kindness and generosity of people like you. Above all, please pray for the church in East Africa, and please consider giving and partnering with Okoa Refuge to bring radical love and redemption to Uganda and East Africa. Thank you.